Hello YouTube, and I am back with hopefully what will be the final episode of Rome Total War. And we've got plague here. I was saying we got plague in Rome. Yes, we've got plague in Rome. Let's just improve the city plumbing and we'll pass this soon enough. And while we're at it, we'll recruit a couple of peasants to maintain order. So we can win the game just by taking one more settlement, that is unless the Brutii manage to take either one of these two settlements of ours. This force is in high retreat. This is regroup and pursue them. It's personal right now, so I want to attack as quickly and as swiftly as I can. Let me just bring my cavalry divisions together and attack. Can't attack just yet. We've got another all cavalry force ready to ambush. And now I guess we attack this force here. Perfect. We've found the opportunity to relieve the city and we've taken it. The Brutii are not going to get a victory quickly. Now I can get a single territory, the rebel territory in Spain, and then just declare victory. But what fun would that be, you know? I'd be cheating technically. I am facing a major Brutii onslaught, and it would be very unfair for me to say, you know what, I've met the victory conditions and that's total victory for me. That's not total victory. That's like the bare minimum that I can do to win. I want to crush the Brutii forces in the region and prove that I am dominating the landscape completely. Let's wait for my reinforcements to come. They're on their way. Until then, we distract these units with our missile troops. Perfect. Retreat our general behind our lines. Our flanks are secured by these cavalry contingents. These are Roman cavalry troops. Very strong cavalry division. Throwing peelers at the Brutii forces here. Pretty much pinned down by our consistent and unrelenting outer fire. Roman cavalry position on my left flank will be the one that takes the day in this battle. I'll just wait for my reinforcements to come though, because they are going to make a whole lot of difference. Just place them behind my equites. That way I've got two cavalry based flanks and an infantry based center. They can punch through my center, but not before I do the same to their flanks. So the ground is littered with their dead. I would be correct in assuming that we did a considerable damage the Brutii just before the battle has begun. Just bring my Julii mercenaries behind. Let's send my Roman cavalry. These are auxiliary. Can't cast them with the Roman cavalry. Retreat with our Roman cavalry. The reinforcements are here. Let's wheel around, attack the enemy, break through their flanks, and all-out assault. I will be commanding the Roman cavalry contingent here. Excellent.
The gods to fill the heart of the enemy general with fear. Now he flees the field like a coward.
Excellent, excellent. We've pretty much crushed the enemy today. The siege force, the one that was supposed to incur upon us an immeasurable loss, is now compromised. Now, we were able to force the Brutii into a retreat when we launched a not very surprise attack on their holdings in the Greek peninsula, and we've taken Greece from right under their nose, and they're probably rushing to regain those losses. And while doing so, they have left behind their forces, laying siege to my settlements and whatnot. Let's see. Let's put the infantry back in there. No place for the infantry. I think they're going to attack in the next turn. Let me see what I can do to recoup my losses. We can send in 2 of these Principes. Let's see if the Principes can reinforce the garrison here. Let's position the infantry here, bring the cavalry, take out this army here. We are in hot pursuit of this force. We're going to give them what's rightfully coming. The Brutii are hitting back hard, and I want to defeat them in all ways possible so that we can secure a glorious and decent victory. Let me just reorganize my troops here. Cavalry auxiliary, we cannot retrain them here. Roman cavalry.
General. Orders.
Moving forward with these 2 forces here.
Forward. Forward.
Now the Brutii are pretty much sandwiched between our forces down south in the Greek peninsula and the forces that we have landed here near Salona. I think we take Salona, and that will be the end of this episode. I'm also sending a rebel force, a imperial force to take this rebel city. Let's just see. Let's just see if we can send a decent amount of troops without compromising the public order and everything in our city. We can. We will. Astrusia seems to be on the edge right now, so let's recruit more troops here. Our economic vows are gone. With these fresh string of conquests, we were able to all but eliminate the need for all those trade benefits that we had earlier on. Let's retrain this unit here. Let's retrain this unit here. And what about the rest? see, that's fine. We'll send another fleet, another force then to attack the Brutii. We have a decent number of soldier-producing cities here, so we won't have to worry about any counterattack from the Brutii. The Scipii are also pretty much landlocked, and I guess they will reserve their strength to fight the Egyptians now that they are here. We might play as the Egyptians in a future walkthrough. Well, right now our goal is just to take another Brutii territory, and we're pretty much done. That will be game over for the Brutii, but for another turn. Okay, so they have decided to once again try and take the city. Let's see if they can. If they do, then that will be a setback. We have to recapture the settlement and end the game that way. We are too numerous to face like this. It will be once again best for us to defend the city center. We've got peasants here. Let's put a decent amount of peasants like this and like this. I want the Hastade like this. Archers, both of them. Flaming arrows. Velites behind this line here. My cavalry and general in the center, and start the battle. Triple the speed. Let me see what to do to enter, to break through the city. They're using towers and rams at multiple locations. They've got a ram here as well. They're firing with their scorpions, I can see that. Ladders are also in place. If they had the best opportunity to take the city of Pearlisium from us, this would be it. This here right now is the best chance that they're going to get to take the city, because we were unable to recoup from our losses when we beat their forces the last time, and they laid siege to the city anew the same turn, which technically put us in an even worse spot than what we were in the first attack. Granted that we had the numerical advantage earlier on,
now we must look for our
now
courage
that
and
may
skill.
not be as much of a factor. But our troops back then, as is the case now, are mostly peasants. You can see half of my force is composed of peasants. They're not trying to break through the walls with these towers. They're here, the Triarii have landed. They've lost their ram, but
The ladders have reached the walls, but Roman steel will keep the enemy out.
there are only two ways to the city center. We'll defend both of them.
The walls are no longer ours. The enemy have taken them.
Okay, so now, no, the towers still. Towers are still attacking them. They're coming in from multiple entry points. They've lost rams, though. Cavalry makes its way inside. We've got siege equipment out there. Now we have to defend the city center. Let's see if we can do that like the last time. We have made major developments to the city since we first captured it from the Dacians, and thus it is much easily defensible as compared to the last time, I was also wise enough to garrison the city before we began our assault against the Brutii, but I probably overlooked the fact that there were a lot of peasants here. I should have done something about that as well. That's nothing to worry about. For now, at least. Let's begin our attack on the enemy. Let them take it all out on the peasants. The Sparta units have engaged their general bodyguard.
The enemy general is running away. This is no way for a leader to behave, but in battle, it's beyond belief.
Excellent. Let's go and fight this out. Showering arrows from the rear, attacking with their infantry on the front. I don't see any Brutii forces trying to attack from here, so let's bring the Vanities to this front as well. And demoralize the enemy. Kill as much as we can. The peasants can obviously catch up to them, slaughter them in their retreat. I would say most of their forces have retreated now. Yes, they have. And whatever remains, now we attack and destroy. Command center here. Now it's time for some surgical attacks. Precisely attack the weakest units, take them out, and declare victory. Now they're not going to be able to take the city ever again in the game, at least for the foreseeable future. But based on the projected progress in the game, I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think they're going to take the city in the game. This was the last chance that they had. This unit is retreating. Let's catch it before it does and kill it. For some reason we're taking a very different route, but I guess it's going to retreat. So once again we had the numerical advantage, but most of our troops were peasants. It takes more than a single army to take out a city like this. We have mostly infantry, but yeah, sure. Let's face the enemy here. And another army of the Brutii faction destroyed in a very heroic defense of the city, as we just saw.
Gods be praised! The reinforcements are here! Send them to fight!
Up
Dishearten the enemy!
Arrows, arrow volleys, and let me form a line like this. Flanks secured by cavalry. They seem to be moving in position to face us. Our allies are in position to face them. For some reason they are rushing to meet the enemy. It's not a very good option, but okay, let's do it. Let's use overwhelming numbers rather than strategy to all but annihilate our foe. And our missile troops, let's go and face them. And we'll use our cavalry as a shock force to attack like this. Yeah, I guess the onagers should be naturally should be next target. I'll send 2 of my cavalry forces to slaughter the rest of them in their retreat. They're retreating and routing both.
The gods be praised! The enemy general is dead! His men know their doom approaches!
Excellent.
The enemy army is in flight!
Continue the
Pursue
battle.
them
It
and
was
drive
very
them from the battlefield!
unwise of them to attack me the way they did. With 2 armies in my command. They should have waited and brought whatever they had at us at once.
This is a heroic
Perfect. They did do some sizable damage. I mean, if this was a one-on-one battle, it would have ended very differently. Okay, by the rebel navy here. Let's just stay put here and see what the Brutii are going to do. We can leave the city with only a single archer unit to defend it. That was more than enough. Wait, let me just improve the policy here. Retrain this unit. Okay. The Brutii, they cannot send a naval attack fleet to dislodge me from my position here in Greece. So I am very confident in sending my troops forward without any fear of any repercussions or whatsoever. And thus, that is how I am operating at the moment. Let me just improve the policy. Road build policy seems nice.
fleet ready!
This is a Pontic
Ready to
navy
sail.
here.
Attack!
Brutii naval vessels sunk near Greece. What about Cordoba? Apparently the guy in there
Orders,
has died.
sir! Move out!
And
General!
let me just garrison 4 of these troops here
Orders!
and recruit. In fact, we can recruit mercenaries. The next turn, doesn't really matter. We're not saving money anyway.
Sir!
We have more than what
Attack!
we want to spend.
No more moves, sir.
Just need one more settlement and the game is over. In Pearlisium, they missed their chance,
Imperator! Sir!
and now they're never going to get the city again.
General!
Let's retrain these peasants. Peasants are okay. I mean, they're good for as a sword fodder.
Sir! Onward! Out of move, sir! General!
Let me reinforce the city
March! Sir!
as much as I can.
Sir! Prepare for battle!
This family member is going down now.
For battle!
He escaped our attack earlier on, but not this time. The Brutii had the strength and the numbers and the economy to not only successfully repel our forces, but to dislodge us entirely from our possessions bordering their realm. But it was because of our superior navy we were able to launch a surprise attack and thus beat them to the punch. When they lost their holdings in Greece,
Gods
they
be
were-
praised!
it's very obvious that
enemy
they're
general is
unable to
dead.
recruit more troops.
The enemy show their true virtue. They are not soldiers, only frightened rabbits running.
So now as I'm killing these Brutii troops, it's very obvious that they're not producing more units. They cannot. They don't have the capacity to do so.
General! 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 Orders?
And they have sizable forces in the region. I'm not saying that they don't. It's just that
Imperator!
these forces are not going to make much of a difference
Prepare to ambush!
in the bigger picture because of the way that we have exploited their weaknesses. My
Imperator!
general in here.
Imperator! Sir!
Let's bring him out as well.
Move out! Imperator!
And
Orders?
when this is done,
Ready to sail! Merging with the fleet! Ready to sail! Joining the fleet!
we've got some more troops that
Yes,
can
Captain.
contribute to the
Move
front.
completed, sir! Sir! Orders? Sir!
A blitzkrieg
General! Sir!
army,
General! Move out!
perfect for punching through the enemy's towers of defensive walls and towers and defensive walls and everything, and we will
Fleet
use
ready.
them
Attack!
to our benefit as much as we need.
Victory!
This Brutii navy better
Fleet
be
ready.
dealt with right now.
Victory!
Let's bring this
Set sail!
naval fleet back
Fleet
to
ready.
Sparta.
Sir!
And enter. Okay, so we have ambushed this Brutii force again. Let's see if we can do some damage.
Units! On my orders!
No, it would seem that they have caught us in an ambush. We were unable to lay an ambush.
Cavalry auxiliary!
Let me first send my cavalry auxiliary to weaken the enemy, dislodge them a bit. And now we attack. Perfect. Multiple routes in the Brutii lines. Let's just take out the units. And this is another defeat for the Brutii.
The enemy general is running away. This is no way for a leader to behave, but in battle, it's
Another
beyond
force destroyed, utterly crushed. Just pause a bit here. Send some troops to kill whatever remains.
belief.
Let's
The
just
enemy show their true
crush
virtue.
the
They are not
enemy's remaining
soldiers, only
forces.
The
And
god!
another army for the Brutii has been reduced to almost nothingness.
Victory!
Major victory for our faction and major defeat for the Brutii.
General!
Apollonia
Out of move!
is
Sir!
now going to be our next target, and we just take the city, march in victorious. That will be our victory.
Sir! Orders!
Let me just
Sir!
regroup
Orders!
and
General! General!
recoup any losses that we sustain very inevitably in this battle.
General! General! Imperator! General! Imperator! Sir! Orders! Forward! Waiting to ambush!
And
Imperator! Orders! 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 Leaving the army!
force here. And now we can send our cavalry contingent lay siege to the city of Vicus Veneti. This family member is going down as well. We are utterly crushing the enemy wherever we see them. Let's just charge at them. Again, my cavalry-centric armies are absolutely crushing the Brutii because they have no counter to this.
The gods be praised! The enemy's hearts are full of fear and now they flee!
And yes,
Rome dem-
another victory for us, another dead family member for the Brutii. We've got all of these towns in our grasp now. And what will the Brutii do? Absolutely nothing. Praetorian cohorts. Let's produce as many of these as we can. Let's retrain the Principes. Produce Roman cavalry. We have the economic backing to do all of this.
General! Imperator, prepare for battle! Besieging settlement, sir! Settlement under siege, sir!
We've got the rebels under siege,
Orders?
and
Prepare for battle!
by taking the last Brutii town, I think we will declare a very glorious and a much well-deserved victory. Let's just train some more troops here to avoid a city-wide escalation.
Imperator!
And enter. We're pretty much won. The Brutii are now again desperately trying to break through my forces here. My line of defense is absolute. I'm not going to relent, and even if I do, I can reinforce
Await my orders!
my troops. I'm gonna station my forces a bit back, like this.
The ferryman will be busy today. The enemy have brought more men to the fight.
Excellent, our reinforcements are coming from there. So the Brutii will be occupied on two fronts. They're coming to engage us first. Let me just send my missile troops out there. Kill
Gods be
their
praised!
general.
The enemy general is dead! His men know their doom
We
approaches!
will not make the same mistake as them though. Let me just march my units forward. And these folks just march forward. Perfect. Our equites will defend these white flank troops from the enemy's cavalry. As expected, the enemy's cavalry attacks. Perfect. So the Brutii army, it seems, is on the run. This is cavalry. There, attack this single unit. This single unit as well. The Brutii forces are on the run. It's very obvious that we have won. Yes, yeah. Just build a form a line here. pretty much a slaughter rather than an actual battle. People are dying willy-nilly. But it's good as long as we're winning. As long as we're winning, no matter if it's a really battle or not.
The enemy army is in flight. Pursue them and drive them from the battlefield.
Yes, I don't see any green banners here except that single one in the middle. Let's go and kill that one as well.
All
So 2 of their armies, both destroyed. My troops are both highly experienced and better armored and everything as compared to the Brutii. Of course, the Brutii forces have their own experiences and everything because they too have led a string of conquests,
General, forward.
but
Merging armies.
apparently
Sir, General,
that's not enough.
engage the enemy. Besieging settlement, sir. Settlement under siege, sir.
So we've got Salona under siege here,
Besieging settlement,
and
sir.
now
Settlement under siege,
we
sir.
take the city of Apollonia. Let's play this on the map because it's a bit personal. We're declaring victory with this conquest, and that will be the end of our walkthrough for the Julii faction.
Units,
It's very simple. Let's place this ahead, start. We want the door down first. Let's triple the speed. The door is down. Let's take out the walls as well. The reason the Brutii weren't able to hold against my forces is because they weren't able to replenish their losses. The Marian reforms were a bit. We beat the Marian reforms. We were able to do all of our conquering and stuff before the Marian reforms,
Roman military engineering
meant that,
triumphs once more.
there
The
wasn't
walls are
much
down.
discrepancy
Order your
between
men on to victory.
the quality of troops available to both the Brutii and my own house. Take this one out as well. And now I just go in and send my troops. Retreat this one. We're going to take the city center. Sending our force, the entire force inside. We have landed via navy in the Greek peninsula. Like we did that a couple of episodes back, and now we're going to end this walkthrough with a dominant victory.
Our soldiers have captured the walls. Now is the time to press on and capture this place.
Let's run. This is the last Brutii defenses for this city, but the rest of the Brutii army isn't of any match to me as well. I mean, we've seen very clearly that the Brutii forces are facing defeat after
army
defeat.
is
Let's
in
kill
flight.
him. Defeat after defeat. And that's it. That's it. We've won. We've won the game. This is a moment to savor. Rome and the Empire, indeed the world, lie at your feet, and the people of Rome love you. The old women of the Senate need not trouble you further. Your enemies are weak, confused, and thoroughly beaten. Victory. Enjoy the trappings of power that you have earned. It has been so good playing this game after a long time actually, and I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. Thank you so much for sticking around till the end. If you like the series, go ahead and like and subscribe button. I present video walkthroughs mostly without commentary and something with commentary like this pretty much regularly, so there's a ton of content for you to watch. Thank you so much once again. This is Gaming Dragon 360 signing off.